Hey everyone, it's Carly here. Happy Monday. I'm back with another Monday review. Hope you guys are liking these videos. So first up is the Saie Beauty slip cover, and I've been testing this out now for a few weeks. I purchased it during their Black Friday sale. I never tried any other Saie Beauty products, but this just really caught my eye. As you guys know, we love the Ilia Serum Skin Tint, and I wanted something that was maybe like a bit thinner and easier to apply to see how this compared to Ilia. If you guys want a video like comparing the two, let me know. We can do that. But today I just want to focus on my review of this product. So there are, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shades in the range, which this is, I'll get to this, but it's a very sheer product. So I actually feel like 9 shades isn't awful. It looks like it's pretty evenly distributed between medium and deep. I think there could be a few more deep shades, and I hope that the brand releases more shades in the future so that everyone is covered, because I will say that even a shade for me was kind of hard to find. I felt like 2 would have been too light, and I didn't want to have like a white cast on my face because there is zinc oxide in here. So I went with shade 3, and it's a bit dark, but it actually works really well because of the sheer format. I actually like that it's a bit darker than my skin because it kind of gives me like a bit of a bronzier look. So I like it. It's not a perfect match for me, but it doesn't really have to be. Okay, so as you can see, this comes in a tube that has a pump on it, which I love. It's really easy to dispense the product, and it's not messy at all. So really love the packaging on this. As you can see in the insert, it's a very like thick product, but once you start to blend it out, it really thins out quickly, which kind of surprised me. Number one, I thought this was going to be a thin formula. I thought it wouldn't be very viscous at all, but it actually is quite thick. But like I said, once you start to blend it out either with your fingers or a brush, it really does thin out very quickly. So I still feel like one pump is like pretty good for your whole face. You could maybe do 2 pumps, but you don't need a ton even though it is very thick because it spreads really nicely. Okay, and this product actually has SPF 35, which is really great. Like I said, there's 15% zinc oxide, which my skin really loves zinc. I have no reactions to it like I can be with other filters. I have some sensitivities. So that's awesome, and it doesn't leave a white cast at all, like I said, and this is shade 3. I obviously haven't tested the other shades, but they look like they're pretty pigmented in that you can't really see that white from the zinc come through, which is awesome. It's so hard to find a sunscreen product that doesn't leave that sort of white cast on your skin from the zinc. So they did a really good job formulating this so that the sunscreen is pretty invisible. Okay, and as you'll see in the clip, I applied one side with my fingers and the other side with a brush. I don't really use sponges anymore, and I actually think that this product wouldn't be great with a sponge. If you've used it with a sponge, let me know, but I feel like it's so dewy that the sponge would probably make it even more dewy and also probably soak up some of the product, which I wouldn't like. But as you'll see on both sides, it's super, super dewy, which was another thing I wasn't expecting, and I don't know why, because Saie's whole sort of like beauty mantra is this like no makeup, very like a dewy look, which is really pretty, but I just didn't expect it to be as dewy as it is. So I definitely prefer to powder my face when I wear this. So I have it on right now and I have powder over it. And it's totally fine powdered or unpowdered. It's just kind of your preference. I feel like if you're oily skinned, you may not even like this product at all because it's so dewy. But if you like a very sheer coverage, just like a throw on and go type product, then maybe you would like it and you just have to put powder on top. So as I mentioned, my favorite way to apply is with the fingers, and I just find it so quick. Like I can just take it on my fingers and rub it in really quickly, kind of get it everywhere. And this product is very sheer, so I don't feel like I need the brush to add coverage, because as you'll see in the clip, even when I apply with a brush, I think that it still stays very sheer. It's not like the brush adds extra coverage, if that makes sense, or helps you gain more coverage. Like, this product is not buildable, it's just sheer. Again, I was actually surprised by that too, of how sheer it was. It's definitely more sheer than the Ilia or even like Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, which I really used to love. You can see it on your skin and it provides that dewiness and that slight tint, but I wouldn't say it covers like any blemishes. It maybe covers some redness slightly. you'll see on my skin I have some sort of like irritation from a new product I tried, and I feel like it does cover a little bit, but I definitely need to cover with concealer like my under eyes or any spots. I also wanted to show how I layer concealer over top, because I know sometimes when products are so dewy, it's really hard to put products on top of it, but I found that as long as I use a very emollient concealer like my Kosas Revealer concealer, I have no issues blending the concealer into the base product. Like there's no sort of weird things happening when the two blend together, which is great. So I would just highly recommend using an emollient concealer over top and not using anything too matte, because that could kind of not really work well with a product like this. And then I also just use the Hourglass powder, like my daily powder, and that goes over it beautifully. I have never had any issues having it look patchy or weird. As you'll see, it just goes on really nicely, and it just sort of dims down the sheen, which I really like. Overall, now that I've used this a few times and I kind of like know what to expect, I do really like this product. I will say I wish it had a slight more coverage, just because, like I said, I didn't expect it to be so sheer, and I wish it was a little less dewy. But I have found myself reaching for it even though it doesn't offer a lot of coverage. I just sort of spot conceal, and I do really like how it sits on the skin. I find that it wears all day on me, like it wears really well, and it looks really nice on my skin. And even when I don't like powder it fully, I do like how it looks like very dewy. Just more in the winter time, I like sort of like a more matte look. I think I'm gonna love this in the summer much more, but I do really like it. I do just wish that it would be like a perfect product for me, even the packaging like perfect, if it was slightly higher coverage and then slightly less dewy. But overall, I really like it. I definitely want to try more things from Saie Beauty. Let me know what you guys have liked from this brand, if you want us to review anything else from the brand. And yeah, hopefully you like this review.